guys don't have a name. Because I'm the Mad Hatter. What are you? Hello, Hatters! No, I hate that. I hate that a lot. Okay, let's just pretend that never happened. As you probably noticed, I have a new intro, and I was just going to take this video to talk about it, and why I chose the videos that I put in it, and I'll just tell you guys the little stories that went behind them, because most of them are pretty stupid, as you can see. But, yeah, so let's just jump into it then. Okay, first video. Okay, so, in this video, this was the first inward 2.5 I had ever done on the 7-meter platform, and, funny story about this particular dive was that I wasn't asked to do it. Nobody told me to do it. I didn't tell anybody that I was doing it. Nobody knew that I was just going up there, and I was standing on 7 meter, and my coach goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Inward 2.5," and he goes, "What?" And then I was like, "Can I have a count and call?" And he was like, "Sure." And so then I just like stood up there, and in 3 seconds I had gone. Yeah. So right there, that girl, in the purple swimsuit, her name is Sophie. She doesn't dive with us anymore. She was a good friend. Yeah. All right. Next video. Okay. So in this video, if you remember, it was literally just 2 videos, actually 3 videos ago now because part 4, but 3 videos ago, I was freaking out about how it snowed and it was April, you know, we were in quarantine, so I had nothing better to do, so I was rolling around in the snow in my pajamas, and, yeah, that's just what that is. Alright, next video. Yeah, okay, so this video, is from my last video. Was it my last video? Yeah, my last video. It was just a little skit. It was supposed to be those people who, like, pick the marshmallows out of Lucky Charms, you know, and then just eat those. Yeah, but like reversed, I don't know. It was just a stupid skit, but yeah. So that's what that was. Next video. Ooh, okay, this one has a special place because I used to be in graffiti, as you might know from the video that I did a while back where I was spray painting. But while I was interested in graffiti, we happened to be in Nashville, Tennessee for nationals, and I found this like big rock that you could just it was free for you to spray paint on it. And the USA Diving people? I don't really know. Anyway, they had put the USA Diving symbol on it, and then all the teams who were there for nationals would like spray paint their logo on it, and we hadn't put ours up yet because nobody on our team knew about it, so I went and I got to spray paint NDC on it, which stands for Nebraska Diving Club. Yeah, so next video. Okay, so that one was just out of practice, and there was these 2 mats over this like squishier mat we did flips into the squishier mat off the harder mats. But anyway, so I had been looking at this like jump in between these. It was probably like, I don't know, like a 8-foot jump, I would say. And I had tried it for like several weeks in a row, but I could never do it. And so I did it at this one practice, and I was so happy. I had one of my teammates, her name is Claire Napton. I had her record me doing it. It was pretty cool. And that girl, her name is Kat. She's really good at diving. She just won nationals this last year, so yeah, next video. Okay, so this one is from part 4, if you've seen it, and it's the 2 characters, Melville and William Left, because they're like a knockoff of the Wright brothers, obviously, because they're even like, we're the Wright, Left brothers, you know, like, yeah, so I just think that they are so funny. They're some of my favorite characters that I've come up with. If I could have gotten the green screen to work just a little bit better, that would have been nice, but, you know, it's okay. I mean, I don't have great editing software, but I was happy with them. They were a good couple characters.
Yes, boy, what is that?
Oh, okay. So, if you don't already know, this is Daryl. He's one of my favorite characters that I've ever created. He just has such a charisma. It's just, this is right when he came in. This was like the first time you really met him, but he was pretending to be someone else. I had to put him in because he's so special because he's one of the greatest characters I've ever come up with. Yeah, that's why he's in there. So, next video. Okay, this one. So, a long time ago, it wasn't that long ago, my aunt left my birthday present at her house, and so she came to my party, and she was just like, I'm really sorry, I'll send it through the mail, and so I said, when I get it, I'll make you, like, the super dramatic thank you video, and, I did. It was, like, in the rain, and it was dramatic as heck. I was so proud of it, because it was the first real, like, video I had ever made, and, yeah, so I was really proud of it. I will play the clip right now.
Wherever you are!
This dive. This was my first year diving. I was at Zones, which is a big meet, and I crushed that dive. It was so when you go through the water and you don't make any splash, it's called a rip, for those of you who don't know. And so I have a really good rip, and when I can do it well, I can get really high scores. I got, I think, an 8.5 out of 10 on this dive, and I was so proud of myself because this, like I said, was my first year diving, and that was just, I got second. I was just so, like, hyped after that dive. It was great. Okay, so this was a Nebraska football game that I went to with my aunt, and I thought it was, like, a really cool tunnel walk. There was, like, some really loud music playing, and the lights were just, like, everywhere. I don't know, it was it was just a cool game. So, next video. Okay, so this clip is from the airplane flight. I went to Seattle a while ago for just a vacation. It's one of my favorite cities in the United States. Seattle was just so much fun. We lived on an island for actually the week that we were there, and we took a ferry across this river that we were on to get to, like, the mainland of Seattle every single day. And it was just so nice because when we stood on the deck of the boat, it was always, like, so cold, but, like, you wanted to stay out there. It was, like, waking you up with this brisk air. And, like, you could see jellyfish, like, floating by when we were going. It was really cool, yeah. Alright, next video. Okay, this one is actually a really funny story. So we were at a diving practice, and our coach was like, do whatever you want, you know, and I was trying to do this. But what I did was this. A little bit of a difference. It was one of those moments right here. I was on the water, and I was thinking, oh, this is gonna hurt, and I hit the water, and then right when I went under the water, I realized, oh, this doesn't hurt that bad, like, I'll be fine. And then a few minutes later, I got out of the pool, and then it just hit me. It came with such a delayed effect. It was like, boom, I hit, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm fine, that didn't hurt very bad. Then just, like, a minute later, it was like it hurt. And I was just standing on the deck, like, shivering with pain. And they were like, what are you doing? And then, like, I don't know, I was red for a very long time after that. Next video. Okay, so as you probably know, I used to be very interested in parkour, and this was just one of the days I was outside doing flips and random stuff outside, and I discovered that I could do that, and I was just so proud of it. I had to take a video. Yeah, and so I just put it in to really, like, remember the days when I was so into parkour, and yeah, that's why I put that in there. So, next video. So in this one, I actually had made a skateboarding video. I was, for like one weekend, I was interested in skateboarding. And I know what you might be thinking, yes, I go through a lot of phases for no reason. Yes. I decided not to put it on YouTube because I realized right after I made it, which was literally the day after that weekend that I was interested in it, I realized this isn't very good, this isn't what I want to put on my channel because I'm leaning more towards comedy and sketches and acting right now, rather than skateboarding, which is something that I've done very little of in my life. I have a longboard and I use it every now and then, but not very often. Yeah, next video.
I'm with the ladders!
So this one is really the first sketch I did with more than one of me, and I was so happy with my editing, because if you can see right here, like, you really can't see the line in between the two me's, so...
Alright, sir, which ladder would you like? A or B?
I'll take the ladder.
Yeah, but, like, which one?
The ladder.
Oh, you mean the latter, like, the other one. So, you want B then?
No, the ladder.
Then, A?
The latter.
Sir, I don't think I understand.
Fine, I'll just do it myself.
I'm with the ladders!
And yes, I know that now I have some pretty bad scenes still, like this one and this one, where you can just so see the lines, and really, it's so hard to make it look exactly the same when you shoot it at a different time, especially, like, in the car. It's like, it's just so hard to make it so that you can't see lines when you're outside or in the car, because the light comes in through the windows so differently at just like 2 seconds difference. So that's why I have the lines sometimes, if you've ever noticed that. But yeah, anyway, next video. Okay, so this one is from part 2. This was when Brad, like, sat up in his coffin. It was supposed to be like a kind of a moment, you know, like, they're just so unexpected. And yeah, I love that moment in everything, because it just made no sense, and then somehow it actually played out so that it did make sense later on in the series, and yeah, I really liked that one. Alright, next video. Okay, so this one is the last video in the intro, but I wanted to put this one last because this was after my inward 2.5 off of the 7 meter, the first one. Why am I holding up the number 2? The first one, I was just so happy in this moment. Whenever I watch this clip, I get so, like, nostalgic, because I miss those days at Woods Park with all my teammates. You know, it's kind of sad in quarantine right now, because I'm gonna, like, miss out on summer activities with Woods and diving, and I bet all of you are gonna miss out on summer activities. It's a weird time, and yeah. So, wash your freaking hands!